Hello everyone and welcome. I hope you've all had a great week. Welcome back if you're returning, and if you're new here, my name is Lisa. I am a psychotherapist and I do astrology, and my purpose for making these videos is to empower you. So let's jump straight in because we have one hell of a week. Yeah, you need a deep breath for this because we are coming into eclipse season, right? At the end of this month. And we have so much going on before that. And so for this period, I would say that if there was one word or one sort of sentence of advice I could give you is be the observer. Okay, this isn't a time to take, shall I say, quick action. This is a time to sit back, be the observer, and just watch. Now, there will be a time to move forward, and I will let you know when that is, but right now it's not. Let's jump straight into the new moon that we're going to be having in Pisces at 20 degrees. Now, a new moon is about setting intentions. So again, it's not necessarily taking full action and leaping into things, but it is about setting the intentions of what you would like to work towards, what you'd like to change, what you'd like to manifest. And so it's just about understanding that you have the options. You have, allow yourself to think bigger, right? And start to do those little steps. So that's researching, weighing things out. These are the sort of things you need to be doing now. It's not necessarily, full-blown jumping in. So with a moon cycle, so we've got the new moon and we have the full moon. So this is a new moon in Pisces, which means the full moon will be roughly 6 months after. So we're looking in September. So we will be having a full moon in Pisces in September. Now the full moon is what we know as the culmination. So what we are setting our intentions with now is going to be the culmination of that will be around September, where we will start seeing it bloom and flourish. But this full moon that we're going to have in Pisces in September is also going to be part of the lunar eclipse. So this is a powerful cycle. It's going to be the first one in Pisces as well. So this is a real powerful cycle that we're in right now. So I would really pay attention and think about what's going on here, so that when we get to September, you can look back and you can see how it's all evolved. So there will be things that you will have to let go of in order to bring in the new and to grow. And the seeds, shall I say, because it's a bit like planting the seed right now, so that we can grow it and look after it. But we need to make changes in the process to be able to do that. So this new moon is going to be on the 20 degree. And for anyone who's familiar with degree theory, you will know that this is the degree of Scorpio. If you're not familiar with degree theory, it's basically that the degrees are assigned to the signs, so they carry the energy of that sign. So the 20 degree is known as a Scorpio degree, and Scorpio is about death, rebirth, transformation, empowering yourself as well. So again, this is a really deep transformative energy that you could be feeling right now. Now, the other interesting thing with this new moon is it is at the midpoint of Neptune and Saturn. So whenever we have two planets, we have Neptune at the end, towards the end degree, I think it's the 27th degree of Pisces, and we have Saturn at 11 degrees of Pisces, and this new moon is bang in the middle. So it's the midpoint, it's a sensitive point. And so when that happens, we are also bringing in the energy of the planets, of Neptune and of Saturn. And so Neptune is, again, Pisces. It's the modern ruler of Pisces. So Neptune is, again, it's very imaginative and dreamy and It can also be delusionment, and so it's kind of airy fairy, you know. No concept of time either, you know, Neptune, that Piscean energy. And we have Saturn, which is the complete opposite. You know, Saturn is structure and boundaries, organization, and you know, strict regulations. And Neptune's no boundaries, it's boundless, it knows no concept of time. And any of you who have a lot of Piscean energy will know that. You know that you can probably waste 5 hours just doing nothing, right? I know that because I am a Pisces sun conjunct my Pisces ascendant on the Pisces degree, which is the 12th degree. So you can only imagine, okay? So Saturn being in my first house right now is brilliant. It's actually been a blessing because you know, it's really given me that kick up the butt that I needed to get some things done and to really put things into manifestation. But, you know, people are scared of Saturn. You know, they fear Saturn because Saturn is, you know, not many people like authority, do they? And rules, but we do need them. We do need boundaries. And actually boundaries are a way of making us feel safe and loved even as well, because there's care behind that, you know. It's like having parents that don't put any boundaries in place. They just let you do whatever you want. Children would not feel safe, they would not feel loved, they would not feel cared for if they didn't have parents that actually put things in place for them. So you know, it's really important to have. And I would say if any of you are having strong Saturn transits, you know, don't fear that. Use it to your advantage. It's a bit like you know, it's like assembling a piece of furniture, and you have an electric screwdriver, and you have a normal one, and you decide to use your normal manual screwdriver because that's what you always use. And an hour later, your hands are aching, and you're like, oh, I need to take a break. Like, why did I should have just used the electric one. It would have just been so much easier. I would have been finished by now. But you didn't, okay? You didn't, because you do things the way you always do them. You didn't use what was accessible to you. You didn't take advantage of it. You didn't get the screwdriver. You thought it was going to be too hard to read the instructions or to charge it up. But you didn't use it, and now you're paying the consequences of blisters on your hands. So this is, you know, use Saturn wherever he is. Use him. Don't fear him. Just, you know, take it in your stride and say, right, how can I use him to really progress and push myself in this area? So see it as an ally. Okay, so that's just for anyone who is going through strong Saturn transits at this time. But yes, so with this new moon, we have both the influence, and we need both. You know, Neptune rules the spiritual realm. It's our spirit. It's been connected to spirit. It's been connected to ourselves. And we have Saturn, which is about making things tangible. It's an earth sign. It's about physically manifesting things into existence, because in a way we are, you know, the way I see it is you can see it as that we are spiritual beings having a human existence. And so if we're having a human existence, then we need to play the game of the human existence. You know, we need to do what we need to do here and create and live to our full potential of doing what we can to create a life here while we're here. And so one way to kind of think about how powerful using both these energies are is doing a visualization. Now this visualization you can, right, so I'm going to just, you can imagine what you want, say a lemon or an orange, whatever you prefer, sweet or sour. But I'm going to go with a lemon, right? So now imagine that outside your house you have a lemon tree. And you go outside, and on this tree you see what looks like the most vibrant, juiciest, fat, big lemon that you've ever seen. Okay, and you pull it off the tree and you can almost feel how juicy it is. Okay, now you cut it in half, and as you're cutting it, the juice is just pouring out because that's how juicy and ripe it is. And you put some of this lemon and you squeeze it in your mouth, and it's just the most refreshing, tastiest, delicious lemon that you've ever tasted in your life. Right? Now, if you spend time doing that visualization and you really, really imagine it, your mouth will start watering. Okay? Because you are having a physical response to something that you are thinking. That thought process, those thoughts are manifesting into physical existence. And so that's the power of using the imagination of Neptune and the manifestation of bringing things into the physical of Saturn. And so you can see how we need both of these. And to know that how powerful that is, that you can have a physical response just from visualization, just from imagining something. Now, this is what this new moon's about. That we need to have thought, we need to have imagination, we need to also be open to options and possibilities that maybe we haven't done before. Because sometimes we think that we don't have a choice. But let me tell you that even not making a choice is a choice. So you need to expand yourself. You need to allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to wonder and fantasize and dream. And if you can do that, then you can then bring that. And if you use this, the energy, that Capricorn Saturn energy of bringing it into the physical, and knowing that you can, you have to take action on it, then you can manifest, you can reach your full potential, whatever that may be, whatever that is. It can be something really small, it can be something really big. But the negative side of, say, if you don't have the imagination and you don't allow yourself to wonder, and you're very in that Saturnian energy of you do, then the bad thing about not having the imagination and allowing yourself to dream is, and what you want is, you can end up finding yourself doing things and achieving even things that seem successful, but then saying to yourself, this doesn't make me happy. I never wanted this. Damn, like, why have I done this again? Have I just thrown myself into this new job or this new course? Or it doesn't make me happy. I don't want it. And that's because you don't have the imagination. That's because you've not allowed yourself to think past your limitation. And vice versa. You can sit there and daydream all day, but if you're not doing anything about it, and you're not bringing it into physical existence, then it's just going to forever just be a dream. And so this is bringing both energies in and really working them together. Now remember, this is a new moon, so this isn't about taking, a huge leap of action. This is more, again, be the observer, do your research, write down your ideas, do what you need to do. If you're thinking about, this may be happening in your fourth house. If you know your ascendant sign, you will know what house this falls in. And if you don't know, you can go on astro.com and you can put in your details there, and it will come up and it will show you. And so if, say, for instance, this is happening in your fourth house, maybe something's coming up for you about the way your living situation. Maybe you've always wanted to move out of your hometown and explore something new. And maybe now you're going to sit back and you're going to start researching and looking at different areas. You're setting that intention, right? You're now believing that you can actually think outside the box and maybe bring this into existence, right? Now, another energy we have is we have Mercury conjunct Neptune. So I would say just be careful of this, because yes, there can be some positive things from this. Mercury, which is the mind, it's our imagination, it's communication, it's messages. Conjunct Neptune, which is the planet of imagination and fantasy and dreams. This can bring some really great ideas, amazing ideas, especially if you're creative, like writing and music and things. This can be really, really great. However, this can also be an energy that can be a bit of a maybe trickster energy. Again, Neptune can be delusionment. It can be deceitful on the shadow side, because Neptune rules actors and TV and radio, things that are not real. It's like a mask. And so I would just say be mindful if anything seems, too good to be true. Like just don't rush into anything. Don't commit to anything right now. Again, be the observer. Take a step back, right? And just be careful as well, whether that's yourself, maybe over promising, or miscommunication, or you might say to someone, okay, I'll help you next week, and you've overcommitted yourself and now you have to let that person down, right? Or someone else might be saying something and you're not really seeing things the way that you normally would, and they kind of pull the wool over your eyes. So just be mindful about that. Depends how this is playing out in your chart, but that's just something to be mindful of, okay? The next couple of weeks, just keep that in mind. And the other energy we have is Uranus will be squaring Mars and Venus, which is a bit ahead, but there will be a square there. And Mars and Uranus, these are very determined, powerful energies. And Uranus is the planet of freedom, innovation. It's quick, it's sudden, and rebelliousness as well can come from Uranus energy. And Mars again is action. It's it's very quick as well, and passionate. And it can be aggressive, on the more shadow side. It can be aggressive and sort of quick-tempered. And so I would say, again, another energy. You don't want to react. You want to act. And part of acting is taking that step back so you are objective. When we react, it means we're allowing emotions to get in the way. We're allowing it to become personal, and therefore it's subjective. It's not objective, and so it's not as rational as what it would be if we could take that step back and just look at the bigger picture, right? And that's something that could be really hard with Uranus and Mars square, because things happen quickly, suddenly, forcefully. You could be tested at this time, so be aware of that. If that happens, take a deep breath, take a step back, okay? There can be some really sudden turn of events which can be positive as well, but don't feel you need to rush into things. Don't feel that there's an urgency, even though it may feel like an urgency. So there may be some great things that pop up, some unexpected things that you really enjoy, but don't run before you can walk. It's that sort of energy. And so that's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So be mindful, be the observer, okay? Don't rush into anything. Set your intentions, do your research, be open to new ideas. You can get great downloads right now, so spend some time. Just spend some time with yourself and connect, and allow yourself to just, any ideas you get, jot them down. And But we are coming to eclipse season as well. And again, eclipse season is a bit like Uranus energy. It's very unpredictable. It's very quick. It's sudden. It's big changes. Sometimes what we see is not what we get, and great things. It can go either way. And that's the theme with eclipses. It can go either way. There can be some amazing, great manifestations that come out of that. And there can also be some disappointments as well, and some twists and turns. But whatever happens, it is happening to help you get closer to that one step of maybe where you need to go, testing you, where it is that maybe, when we're challenged, should we say, challenges help us. They actually help us grow. So you may be challenged at this time, but it's really for you, and so if you can just take that step back and be mindful, then you'll be fine. And just enjoy being the observer and watch and see. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I wish you all so much love, and I'll be back soon for eclipse season.